guys, I'm back with another video. I realized that I didn't properly introduce myself. My name is Chade, but little side note, please don't mind the mess over there. I just moved. So, yeah, please don't mind the mess over there. But anyway, yeah, my name is Chade. Spelled Chadae, not Sade. But the reason why I spell it like that is because it just avoids a lot of confusion of how to even pronounce my name or even say my name. Yeah. But anyway, I am 27 years old. My favorite color is purple. My birthday is September 7th. Well, if you guys have watched my other video, the Come Shop With Me video, yes, that's my birthday, and that's another reason why the room is so messy. Not only did I just move, but I'm packing to go to Vegas, and I would shoot some of that footage while I'm in Vegas too, so you guys can see all the fun and stuff like that I'm gonna have on my birthday, and so I can show you guys some of my birthday outfits. The reason why I started my YouTube video is because it just seems fun to interact with you guys and, you know, see what you guys would say and, you know, just to have fun basically. I don't have a specific goal for my channel. I know that I'm gonna do maybe some DIYs, reaction videos as you guys already seen on my channel. And of course some story times. Everybody loves story times. I know I do. I like to browse other people's YouTube channels and hear their stories of what. So, speaking of story times, I want to tell you guys a story time of when I almost accidentally put me and my friend's life in danger. Well, it wasn't. Yeah, I guess it was. Like, if you think about it, then I guess it will be. Anyway, here's the story time. So, oh, and if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, anything else that you guys want to know about me, since I'm so, like, short with my questions, I'm sorry. I should have actually wrote some questions down to ask myself to answer for you guys. But, you know, I didn't. I'm not the best at writing stuff down, so yeah. And little side note too, please excuse my eyebrows. They are not done at all. They look, especially this one just looks questionable, but they are not done. So don't mind that eyebrow. Actually, I'll shoot from this angle because this one actually looks better. But anyway, so my story time is basically about the time when I almost actually was in danger. It was me and my friend. I'll call her T. So I was talking to this guy. I met him at my college. I was about maybe 20, 21 at the time. But yeah, I was talking to this guy at my college. I'm gonna call him Vulture, because my friend T always, you know, teases me and says that he actually looks like a vulture. He was cute to me. I mean, like, he was a cute little light-skinned thing or whatever. Anyway, back to the story. So I was talking to this dude at the time, Vulture, and I was hanging out at my friend T's house. So we decided, oh, we're bored. We, you know, want to, you know, go out and have fun or whatever. So I was like, okay, let me call up Vulture and let me see what he got going on tonight. And like, how it is when you call up a dude, you be like, hey, bring somebody for my friend. So that's basically how it was. It's like he brought somebody for my friend. And so we stopped and we went to IHOP. Oh no, I think it was Denny's. Anyway, one of those pancake places. And we stopped there and we ate and stuff. And then afterwards, they wanted to hang out. They wanted to hang out some more. And when you get like this uneasy feeling about somebody, you're just like, nah, let's just go home instead. So I don't know why I didn't keep on pushing harder for this to go home, but I really should have, thinking about it. Anyway, so I told T, I whispered to her because it was just me and her in the back seat. So I whispered to her.
I was like, hey, so I don't really have a good feeling right now. I don't know. I know Vulture, he's cool, but I don't know anything about his cousin or his friend.
I'm gonna call him It. Yeah. So she made up this whole. She had me text her phone because when you're a female and you're trying to get out of anything, then you're just like, oh, text my phone and I'm gonna pretend like it's somebody else, or call my phone and I'm gonna act like it's somebody else. And so I was like, all right. So I text her phone, and she made up this whole thing like her friend, I'm gonna call her Crystal, called or text her and was like her tire's flat and she locked herself out of her car or whatever. So
I was like, oh yeah, we should probably like go.
And they talked us into it. They were like, oh no, she'll be okay, she'll be all right. And so I don't, somehow T got convinced that, like, okay, it's fine, she'll be all right. So I was just like sitting in the seat like, all right, well, I guess I'll feel better when we actually get to his house. So anyway, we stayed with them, and it was, I would say it was around like probably 8. So the sun was just starting to go down. So where we lived at the time, it was like a desert. It was like imagine tumbleweeds and lizards everywhere. That's exactly how it was, and coyotes walking across the street when it got dark. So we stayed with them, and we were just like, we were riding, we were going back to its house, and I realized, I was like,
hey T, we've been driving for a while, so are we gonna, we just been driving for a while,
and we started going down these streets where it was like, it literally looked something out of like a zombie apocalypse movie. Like, it was like literally like nothing there. There was barely any houses. There was barely any street lights. So I was like, hey, so I decided to speak up at that time. I was like,
so are we almost there? Like, we've been driving for a while. Like, I don't understand where are we going?
So we finally made it to its house. Its house looked like an abandoned shack. That's what it looked like. It looked like a freaking abandoned shack. It was like, he had no neighbors, okay? No neighbors. The house, the closest house was like across the street, down, like way down the street somewhere. So I was like, okay, all right, Chade. We'll just make the best out of this, and we'll just, like, I know Vulture, and I know that he's not gonna let anything happen, or so I thought. Um, yeah, so we were at that point, we went inside the house and we were all drinking and smoking and having fun, listening to music and stuff like that. All of a sudden, shit got weird. We were all chilling and stuff like that. All of a sudden, Vulture wanted to take me away in another room.
Because I was like, I don't want to leave my friend. I don't want to leave my friend with him because I don't even know him. I never even seen him before. You may know him, but I'm still not trying to leave my friend.
So he was like, okay, I understand that. I don't know how it happened, but somewhere or another, we wound up in this other room. Like, all of us, we wound up in this other room. It had like this piano. It had this piano and stuff. And we walked into this room. Me and T were walking into this room. Vulture and It were in back of us. So we were walking in this room. And while me and T were walking, we saw the lights go out. Like, the lights just went out. So at that point, we're tripping. We're like, it turned back on the lights. And I was like, I got you. Just playing, just kidding. And I was like, oh my God. And I started like, to freak out a little bit. Like, don't play like that. Like, don't play like that. So T was sitting on the piano stool, and It had went over to her, and started to get a little handsy or whatever. And she was like, no, I ain't feeling that. And T, she always had a pocket knife on her, always. No matter what situation it was, she always had a pocket knife on her. But yeah, she was like, she whipped out her pocket knife and she was like, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. And so it was like, whoa, it's all right. So then Vulture, me and Vulture, we were sitting on the other side in the room and on the couch, and he was trying to get a little handsy with me too. And I was like, no, I ain't even for that. Not tonight. I guess they felt insulted that we were saying no to them. So they started like flicking on and off the lights, like, making them go up and down real fast, like strobe lights or whatever. And so we were like, we're not for that. So, man, like, y'all need to just take us home at this point, because both of us are not feeling this. We left Crystal without a way to get in her car and stuff. She has a flat tire. We need to go see her. And they were like, no. So they both like grabbed us like at the same time. And we were like, oh my gosh. And at this time, like, T had a saying, like, whenever somebody would grab you or something, like, she'll be like, fall out, make yourself heavy. So it's just like, we both went limp at that time. Like, we weren't stiff anymore. We just went limp to make ourselves heavy. And it was like, y'all playing. And they started like trying to, like fondle our clothes. Oh my gosh. Thinking back to this day, I felt so bad. Like, the whole entire night, I was like, I'm so sorry. But anyway, continuing with the story. So we made it outside. So we were like walking, and T had her phone out and she was GPSing the next gas station. So the next gas station was like 10 blocks away. And mind you, it's like probably 10 o'clock at that time. It's dark. Where we lived at, it was like you didn't want to really walk out by yourself at night, because there's like coyotes will walk across the street. So I was just like, so we weren't even thinking about that at the time. It was just pure adrenaline. Like we were just walking and walking fast and walking and walking and walking. And I had a little bit of water on me. I always carry big purses. I don't have one in here. Oh, I do. I always carry big purses like this or whatever because you never know what you would need. So I had like a water bottle with like a half of some water in it. So we were just like drinking that the whole way, trying like to hydrate ourselves and stuff because we were not only thirsty but we were running on like pure adrenaline. And so they followed us. They followed us a couple of blocks in the car, calling us all type of bitches and hoes and this and this and that and sluts and it was just terrible. So thank goodness they left us alone because they were like, Vulture was like, get in, get in, get in. We'll take you home and stuff like that. That's all before all the name calling was.
And I was like, no, I don't trust you anymore. I don't want to get into the car. I would rather walk, like, seriously. Me and T, leave us alone because we'd rather walk at this point. I don't trust you no more. Don't talk to me.
And then that's when all the name calling started and stuff like that. And at that point, I just didn't even care. We were walking so fast. We walked so fast to that gas station. It took us literally like probably 30 minutes to walk to that gas station. By the time we got to the gas station, we called Crystal. Well, T called Crystal because that was her friend. That wasn't really my friend. But yeah, like she called her and was like, hey, so we're at this and this and this address. Can you come pick us up and stuff like that? So Crystal, and then I was apologizing the entire time to T because I honestly didn't know that this stuff was gonna happen, and I felt so bad about it. Like I felt extremely bad about it. And so Crystal comes pulling up,
and she's like cussing me out, like, you knew that this was gonna happen. Why would you do that to her? Blah 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 blah, stuff like that. Why would you put you and her life in danger? I don't understand. And I was
just like, look, don't make me feel any worse than I already do. I didn't know that any of this stuff was gonna happen. So, long story short, thankfully, me and T are still friends, and that is a lesson learned to me and to anybody who is watching this right now. Please, before you decide to hang out with anybody, make sure you screen check them. Make sure that you hang out with them like on the regular and get to know like all their family and man, because I'm telling you, I didn't give it a lot of time before I had actually started hanging out with Vulture like that. So, man, thinking back to that day, it's very scary. A lot of stuff could have happened that night that I'm so glad that didn't happen. But yeah, that's my get to know me / story time, and I hope you guys like it. And yeah, like I said earlier in the video, like I said earlier on in the video, if you guys have any questions for me, want to get to know me a little bit more, go ahead and comment below. I'll be more than happy to do a Q&A video for you guys. And yeah, I guess you guys will see me next time.